It takes wisdom to manage a kingdom without all the boredom that should go with the kingdom. Your mentality determines your reality. There is a connection between the mind and the miracle. When Muslim goes to mosque, they put their shoe outside. And so painful when Christian goes to church, they put their brain outside. Every invention is a function of the use of the mind. Without a mind, nobody will mind you. To be mindless is to be worthless. So how your life goes is a function of how your mind is going. It takes a miracle mind to have a miracle life. Miracle does not mean God must come and do it. No, God will do it, but your mind must be in place. Philemon verse 14, look at it. It's just one chapter. But without thy mind would I do nothing. So God is limited by the limitation of your mental capacity. If I pour oil on your head now and you stop me from a receipt, can you be a PhD lecturer? Some things are practical. If I pour oil on your head, now this oil, now this anointing for settlement, if I put it on your head now, I say go and teach PhD, go and teach master's degree, go to degree class and teach them. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. They will put you in a psychiatric hospital. Can you teach them? So never separate mentality from spirituality. There is a connectivity between mentality and spirituality. Every productivity is triggered by the force of unity. You must have somebody whose word you don't argue for your life to balance. Any pastor whose message you can argue cannot help your destiny. Any mentor, any leader, any father whose theory you can argue cannot help you. Most of you are suffering from excess knowledge that is not relevant to your destiny. You know things, but you don't know what you should know. And of what use is what you know that is not relevant to where you are going. You need to come to the point where you learn, unlearn, and relearn. Some of you are only learning, you are not unlearning. Some things you grew up with as things that are correct, they are wrong. They can't help you. You need to unlearn them and then relearn new things for you to survive. If you cannot follow certain advice, the adversary against you will finish you. Some of the adversaries fighting you, you can survive them with the advice they give you that you don't want to take. Your mind and your miracle. God is the miracle worker, but needs your mind to cooperate with him. The capacity to deliver is with divinity, but it is your mentality that makes that delivery a reality. You can't make a name if you don't have a working mind. Read books, listen to tapes, develop your mental capacity. Your mental capacity is your actual capacity. Your mental capacity is your ultimate capacity. I'm telling you, rub minds with iron mortars and you will end up a lesser mortar. Rub your mind with iron mortars, great people, and you would end a non-entity, a non-identity. If you can initiate it, God will inaugurate it. If you can initiate it, God will come and inaugurate it. Most of you are praying for inauguration without initiation. It is God's responsibility to inaugurate. It is man's responsibility to initiate. You can't manage projects if you cannot manage your brain. So your project can work if your mind is working. Never forget this, take it. Your imagination is what turns your expectation to manifestation. Keep it in your mind. God will one day put it in your hand. You don't only pray through, you also think through to break through. Your prayers and your thoughts carries the same power before God. So before you pray through, think through. Never settle for the less. Go for the best. Take this, never forget it for the rest of your life. Don't settle for Ishmael. Wait for Isaac. Isaac must come. No matter the delay, Isaac must come. If you settle for Ishmael and you accept Ishmael, the problem with Ishmael is that Ishmael cannot be converted to Isaac. Ishmael will forever remain Ishmael. So it is better waiting for Isaac that will never come than to die because Ishmael came.